We're at Canuck Place Children's Hospice for another edition of Saturday Chefs, of course, with Windset Farms Executive Chef Dana Reinhardt and Canuck Place Chef Don Clark. And Don, we're in your kitchen yet again. Thank you very much for having us.
You're welcome.
Now, kitchen is always a focal point of any home, but particularly a place like Canuck Place.
Definitely. Canuck Place is the heart, this kitchen is the heart of the house, and the kids and families love to come here and just relax, have a meal, their favorite kind of, nourishing kind of home scent, macaroni and cheese kind of stuff,
Lots of comfort here.
Exactly. Comfort food, just your basic stuff that you'd have at home. And I think that's what they love about this place.
Because it is a home.
Exactly.
All right,
exactly.
well, we're taking over your home again, but
I love that.
You're going to help us out here. Dana's got you whisking together some eggs and some cream.
Eggs and some cream and some whole milk.
This is for our comfort food dish, or your comfort food dish.
My comfort food. This is actually a great thing to serve on Valentine's Day for your sweetheart.
And it's a torta?
It's called Maestro pepper and spinach and Fontina cheese torta, which is, there's a number of things that can go into a torta. I'm using some day-old baguette.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 6 eggs, we've got some whipping cream, a little bit of whole milk. I've sauteed some spinach. I have some beautiful Maestro peppers here, which I've cut some of them up. I'm going to saute them in a little bit of butter and a little bit of shallots. Mm-hmm. I'm going to add a little bit of salt.
Okay. And then
so,
you've got your, I love how you cut
yeah.
peppers. I know you've shown this to me about a million times. I haven't quite figured out the trick yet.
Yeah, this is
you chefs and your
fast
tricks.
way to
Gotta love it.
kind of gut a pepper.
I just kind of rip it apart, not the same thing, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well, you know what? Whatever works. That's my philosophy. So we'll add a few more of those into the pan. And just briefly saute this. Turn this up a little bit. So a torta is kind of classic Italian, means tart, but this is a kind of cheater version, and this is great for Valentine's Day for your sweetheart because you can actually make this ahead of time and reheat it in the microwave. You can use Swiss chard instead of spinach. You could use some concerto tomatoes instead of the Maestro peppers. It's kind of and you can use Parmesan cheese. It's something that you can play with.
All your preference.
Basically, you just need the bread, the eggs, and the milk, and then your choice of cheese. And I like to use the Maestros because this is a fairly savory dish, and the Maestros add a nice color, crunch, and sweetness.
I love a good crunchy pepper, and the spinach is good for you too.
Yeah, so now that we're done with this, I'm going to grab a bowl and just put all of this in a bowl, and I'm going to get you to stir this for me. I've got the cheese, get it nice and cheesy. Mix that cheese in. We'll leave the rest of it for sprinkling over the top.
Melts a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Don, how am I doing
It looks
here?
good.
That's
Looks
great.
Fantastic.
And then you're just going to put that
chef?
straight
I think
on
you're
top.
the honorary Canuck Place kitchen chef.
Oh, excellent.
Come in and stir anytime you like.
But just stir. Other than that, stay
And
away
eat.
from the food. And so I can just...
Yeah, on top.
Nice.
Perfect. Perfect.
And then spread it?
Spread it across. Yeah, as I said, this is a nice, simple dish, but it's a little special.
Yes.
It's more like a brunch.
Very nice.
And it's beautiful when you'll see when it first comes out of the oven, it's nice and puffed. And Dawn, if you want to, you can pour the eggs right over top.
Okay.
And I'm going to finish it off with the cheese.
More cheese, I like that.
More cheese.
Cheese is always good.
Exactly.
It's a special occasion. You don't want to skimp on the cheese.
No skimping.
This is definitely comfort
This is,
food.
and it's great. It's lovely with a green salad for lunch or a brunch or even a light dinner. And a glass of champagne and orange juice, perhaps. Breakfast in bed, maybe, on Valentine's.
So
I think I'm going to make this.
So the milk and egg will soak right into this day-old bread. All right, so this is the assembled product, and we'll put it in the oven. So how long do we bake it for?
About between 40 and 50 minutes.
And now, somehow, magically, our lovely blue ceramic dishes turn glass.
Well, I wanted to do it
see-through.
in the glass one so you could actually see all the cheesy, eggy goodness.
It's all smoke and mirrors and clear glass here on the Saturday Morning News.
So I'm just going to
I like to play tricks on you.
cut into this. And again, this can be served at room temperature. It will decrease in puffiness a tiny bit, but not in flavor.
Oh, that looks good. Beautiful.
There you have it. It's very hot, so be careful. It will be quite hot and cheesy and warm.
I think I'm going to have to blow on this.
Take a small, take a small bite.
I think so.
I burned more taste buds on this show.
Or fingers if it's
Fantastic.
There you go.
Ah.
Thank you very much, Dana.
Very good, Dana. Thank you.
And thank you, Dawn, for
Thanks,
letting
Dawn.
us into your kitchen once again. We promise we'll clean up.
Oh, no worries. Thank you very much for coming.